Basketball games are composed of various elements, from the physical clashes between players and their technical skills, to the tactical battles between coaching staffs. But if basketball were all about physicality, it wouldn't be nearly as interesting. In countless split-second moments in the NBA, certain players showcase their top-tier basketball IQ, making unconventional plays and in-game decisions that catch everyone off guard, sometimes even changing the outcome of the game. These plays come not only from elite court generals, but also from ordinary role players. In this sense, while physical confrontation is the foundation of competitive sports, brains are equally essential. In this episode, we'll take a look at the top 10 high IQ moments in NBA history. The first example is the commonly seen forcing out-of-bounds play. This took place during Game 5 of the 2021-22 Eastern Conference semifinals between the Bucks and Celtics. Down by 1 point, the Celtics had possession for a crucial final play. Marcus Smart received the ball in the corner, seized an opening in the defense, and drove to the basket, attempting a layup against Pat Connaughton. At that moment, Jrue Holiday swooped in from behind, blocking the shot. However, because he was so close to the baseline, Holiday lost balance after grabbing the ball. In a split-second decision, he leaped up and threw the ball off Smart's body, causing it to bounce out of bounds and switch possession. Holiday's clutch play secured the Bucks' position and ultimately helped them seal the victory. Although this type of play, throwing the ball off an opponent when going out of bounds, is commonly used by players, Holiday's execution in such a high-stakes moment to effectively end the game was rare and extraordinary. Interestingly, the outcome of this play somewhat mirrored the fortunes of both players involved. Holiday replaced Smart as the Celtics' starting point guard in the following season and went on to win a championship, while Smart had a difficult season in Memphis. The second high IQ moment also involves a sideline play. It occurred during an inbounds play by the Hawks, with only 1 second remaining on the clock and limited options for a proper setup. As both teams' players were running around, Trae Young made a quick-witted decision. He threw the ball off Grant Williams' back, immediately grabbed the rebound off the deflection, and scored an easy layup. The entire Celtics defense was caught off guard. Young's successful move partly relied on the defensive stance of Williams, who had his back to the inbounder to better track the offensive player's movements. This strategy is commonly used in a 5-on-4 defense, and Young capitalized on this defensive blind spot. In fact, several other stars, including Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons, have replicated this tactic. The two key factors to pulling off this inbounds play are, first, the ball handler must be in a position to initiate the attack themselves, and second, the defender must be facing away from the inbounder. Here's the third high IQ moment. In the final moments of a regular season game between the Kings and Timberwolves in the 2019-20 season, the Kings were down by 2 points, and De'Aaron Fox was at the line for his second free throw. With only 4.7 seconds left, Fox took a bold approach. He intentionally missed the free throw by aiming it off the front of the rim, perfectly timing the rebound to fall right back into his hands. He then quickly put up a layup to tie the game. This type of move is typically used when a team is down by more than 3 points or when there's very little time left, offering a high-risk, high-reward option. The outcome is usually one of three: a free throw violation, making the shot accidentally, or failing to secure the offensive rebound. Successfully executing this play is incredibly difficult. A similar successful case dates back to Game 4 of the 2016-17 first-round playoff series between the Thunder and Rockets. Steven Adams intentionally missed a free throw, grabbed the rebound, and quickly passed it to Russell Westbrook, who drilled a three-pointer, cutting the deficit to 1 point. Another clever play took place in a 2016-17 game between the Kings and Nuggets. With 2:30 left in the game and the Kings up by 15 points, Ty Lawson opted to slow the game down to reduce risks. Instead of dribbling the ball, he allowed it to roll slowly up the court. According to NBA rules, once the ball is inbound but not touched, the game clock continues to run, but the shot clock doesn't start until the ball is picked up. Lawson exploited this rule, delaying the game by 13 seconds before picking up the ball. In response to such tactics, many teams now instruct their guards to rush up and contest the ball earlier to prevent these types of delays. While time-delaying tactics are not against the rules and are considered a hidden strategy in competitive sports, they can somewhat violate the spirit of fair play and are generally discouraged. Now let's look at the fifth high IQ moment. In the 2017-18 season, during a Cavs road game against the Lakers, just before the end of the second quarter, LeBron James was holding the ball on the perimeter. He faked a pass to Kyle Korver on the left wing, and due to Korver's shooting threat, both Brook Lopez and Julius Randle rushed toward him. LeBron then flicked his right hand, delivering a perfect pass to a teammate who was wide open in the paint for an easy dunk, fooling nearly everyone on the court. This may well be one of the most brilliant passes of LeBron's career, if not the most. LeBron has pulled off similar misdirection plays multiple times. In the same season, in a road game against the Knicks, LeBron was at the top of the key, repeatedly directing his right-side teammates' movements, causing the Knicks' defense to shift their focus. Then, in an instant, LeBron swung the ball to the left corner, assisting Jordan Clarkson for a three-pointer. Another example came during the 2014-15 season in a game against the Pacers. LeBron received the ball at the elbow, using the same technique to direct Shawn Marion in the corner, before delivering a no-look pass to Kyrie Irving under the basket for a layup. These moments demonstrate LeBron's outstanding acting skills on the court. However, when it comes to acting, the following play from another player can rival LeBron's mastery. In the third quarter of a 2011-12 game between the Hawks and Celtics, Kirk Hinrich was bringing the ball up the court. As he approached half-court, the Celtics suddenly shifted their defense, double-teaming him and forcing him to stop dribbling. Meanwhile, Avery Bradley, standing in the backcourt, pretended to bend over and tie his shoelaces, creating the illusion of an open passing lane. Hinrich fell for the trick and passed the ball to Ivan Johnson near Bradley. Bradley quickly sprang up, intercepted the pass, and went coast to coast for a fast break, assisting his teammate for the score. Truly an unexpected play. In addition to this, Andre Miller, during his time with the Blazers, once faked calling a timeout, tricking not only the defender but also his own teammates who froze on the court. Similarly, in the 2019-20 season, the well-known prankster JaVale McGee pulled off a fake injury play, fooling even the experienced Danny Green. Here's the 7th high IQ moment. In the 2019-20 season, while still playing for the Thunder, Chris Paul pulled off a brilliant move in the final moments of a game against the Timberwolves. With 1.1 seconds left and Karl-Anthony Towns needing to make his second free throw to seal the win for the Wolves, the game was suddenly stopped by the referee. The reason? Paul pointed out that Jordan Bell of the Timberwolves hadn't tucked in his jersey, which is a violation according to NBA rules. The referees called a technical foul on the Timberwolves, and the Thunder made the free throw, cutting the lead to 1 point. Though Towns made his second free throw, giving the Wolves a 2-point lead, the Thunder now had more room to maneuver with the potential of hitting a three-pointer. On the next play, Steven Adams threw a full-court inbounds pass to a sprinting Dennis Schroeder, who made a buzzer-beating layup to send the game into overtime, where the Thunder ultimately won. Paul's keen eye for detail played a crucial role in leading this comeback. Similarly, Jason Kidd, during his time with the Mavericks, pulled off a comparable move. While advancing the ball, he drew a foul by intentionally colliding with Hawks head coach Mike Woodson, who was standing too close to the court. The referees called a violation on Woodson for entering the court, and the Mavericks were awarded a valuable technical free throw. Another high IQ point guard, Rajon Rondo, also had a classic moment during the 2015-16 regular season. In the final possession, with the Kings leading by 3 points, Rondo orchestrated the defense for the Hawks' last play. Before the inbounds pass, Rondo loudly directed DeMarcus Cousins to guard the corner, creating the famous defending air moment. However, in reality, Rondo had already anticipated the Hawks' play and their intended target. Sure enough, once the ball was in play, Paul Millsap cut to the corner, as Rondo predicted. The Hawks attempted to pass the ball to Millsap, but with Cousins firmly guarding the area, the Hawks turned the ball over, missing their chance to tie the game. Rondo, despite not being a great shooter, built his career on his exceptional ability to read defenses. Let's look at the 9th high IQ moment. In the 2012-13 season, the Lakers faced the Pelicans in a must-win road game to keep their playoff hopes alive. With 25.5 seconds left and the Lakers holding a 2-point lead, they had an inbounds play. As the play started, something strange happened. Kobebryant suddenly broke free from his defender, sprinting down the court, catching the pass, and finishing with an uncontested dunk, sealing the win for the Lakers. It looked as though Kobe was simply running the ball into his own basket, but the truth was the Lakers had set up a backcourt inbounds play while using the starburst strategy, famously used by Phil Jackson, to confuse the Pelicans' defenders. Speaking of the starburst play, the most iconic example was during the 2009-10 season when Kobe hit a game winner against the Heat. The Lakers' 4 players formed a line at the free throw line, using screens and movement to create space for Kobe to catch the ball and shoot. In the play against the Pelicans, the Lakers adapted this frontcourt strategy to a backcourt situation, resulting in what appeared to be a complete defensive breakdown by the Pelicans. Now, let's move on to the final high IQ moment of this episode. This occurred in the 2014-15 season during a Thunder vs. Jazz game. The Jazz had an inbounds play with only 0.2 seconds left on the shot clock. Theoretically, it was impossible to catch and shoot in such a short amount of time. Furthermore, the Jazz lacked the height advantage to execute a lob for an alley-oop. So, how did they manage? Gordon Hayward inbounded the ball to Trevor Booker on the right baseline, and in a stunning move, Booker volleyed the ball into the basket with a volleyball-like tap. After making the shot, Booker spread his hands wide, expressing disbelief. This play was a perfect display of on-court improvisation and basketball brilliance. These are the top 10 high IQ moments in the NBA that we've highlighted in this episode. Some of these plays were won through acting, some were flashes of brilliance, but most of them represent the pinnacle of using the rules and tactics to their fullest. Basketball, after all, is unpredictable, with every moment offering the opportunity for something special. These plays showcase not only high basketball IQ but also a deep understanding of how to maximize every possession and make the most of every play. So, dear viewers, what other high IQ moments stand out in your memory?